Why Christians creep me out. Okay, for one thing, they're shameless plagiarizers. Shameless. I mean, if anything's good and people like it, they jack it and claim it as their own. Be it holy books, Old Testament, holidays, Christmas, or the one that really gets me is morality. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, show me anything in Christianity that can be considered completely original. Okay, New Testament. That's about all I can think of. Everything else, the stories in the New Testament, Old Testament, I guess Noah's Old Testament. So, well, that was jacked from a earlier culture. And it's retelling of the story of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Okay, there's a hell of a lot more of it. The holidays, of course, Christmas was actually a celebration of the winter solstice. And everything from, the birth of Jesus on the 25th, Christianity is a formula deity. Christ is a formula deity in the sense that, there are dozens of former gods and Mithra, etc., 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 that were all alleged to have been born on Christmas. Scads of them. Jesus is just one of a bunch of them. Was there really a Jesus? I don't know. Maybe there was a rabbi that was actually a pretty kind man at the time, but of course the things attributed to him a little bit sketchy. Walking on water, etc., etc. But at any rate, that covers the holiday and the holy book. What else? The thing that really irks me about Christianity is when people say, well, the Ten Commandments is, keeps people from killing people. Truth of the matter is, guys, if you're one of these people that say, if there is no God, there is no right or wrong. Bullshit. Is murder wrong if there's no God? Fuck yeah, it's wrong. That's a product of social evolution. And y'all twist and misconstrue evolution to the point of it's ridiculous. Is it possible that before the Ten Commandments and all that came around that people thought it was okay to kill and rape and do all that shit? No, there's something called social evolution. Actually, the way people interact with each other. And society evolution doesn't select the most ruthless or the most, the strongest or the biggest or any of that shit. What evolution does is nature selects the most adaptable animal. As for transitional species, there's dozens of them. There's fish that walk on their fins, walking catfish, never heard of them. Well, anyway, it goes on and on and on. We didn't descend from monkeys. It's that monkeys descended from a common ancestor with humans. Why is that so hard for you guys to understand? God made man in his image. I even feel kind of weird when people refer to God as him. How do we know God isn't a her? It seems perfectly reasonable that women create human life. Why couldn't they have created all humans? Anyway, if you think that if there is no God, there's no reason not to kill people, you're fucking pathological. Something's wrong with you. And I was trying to tell a Christian friend of mine that, Hurting people and doing wrong to people makes me feel bad. And doing good things for people makes me feel good. Is that hard to understand? I don't think so. Have the Ten Commandments ever kept anybody from killing people? Yeah, I believe so. But you know what? I have more faith in human nature than Christians. I think humans are basically not evil. I think basically they're good. It's not to say that there aren't some evil people. Whenever you try and throw shade on atheism or whatever, bring up Pol Pot, Hitler, whatever. Hitler was a Catholic. And if y'all say, well, he was just doing that to get German people to like him and go along with him, what does that say about your people? Well, anyway. I am admittedly, as if I have to admit that like I'm admitting I'm a killer or something, a second generation atheist. My father was a smart guy. He was a PhD nuclear physicist. And so, am I only an atheist because I wasn't exposed to religion? No. First 10 years of my life, I had to go to a Baptist church every Sunday. Now, I got in trouble a few times, when they're passing out the little crackers and the wine. I'd sometimes say, yeah, give me another piece of Jesus. I got in trouble for saying, we're cannibals, we're eating Jesus. My grandmother, elbow me in the ribs kind of thing. And my father, when he passed, I was looking at the funeral home for the decor to go on his headstone. And I basically, it's full of Star of David, Christian crosses, crucifix, all that. I tossed the book back to him and said, none of this crap will do. My dad wasn't a snake handler, and their jaws all dropped. What I did at Restland is I made them cast a new symbol for my dad's headstone of the nucleus of an atom. It's pure coincidence if that turned out to be the symbol for the American atheist. But anyway, my dad would have liked that. I know that. Now, you get pissed at us when we say that, there's no God, there's no heaven, there's no paradise, yada, yada, yada. But, just because atheists are saying, look, your Uncle Bubba is not bass fishing with Jesus up in paradise, that shouldn't piss you off. What if we said, hey, your dad or your child or whatever who has died is frying in hell for the rest of their lives? It'd piss you off, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's kind of how atheists feel. And we're not Satanists. We think Satan's as silly as God. Does that mean that there's nothing redeeming or true or about Christianity? Not necessarily. I mean, in other words, there may be something that they're tapping into. But the God of the Bible, man, that just runs contrary to everything we know about reality in this earth. Show me something in the Bible that shows some kind of divine knowledge, anything. Why didn't God say, hey, germs will make you sick, kill you? And y'all will probably come back with, well, he did say to wash your hands in running water, da-da-da. Well, that was something. Not much, but it was something. Do you believe in the theory of gravity? Anyway, I dare you to jump out of a 10-story window and fly. Do something. Pray to God. Whatever. Do I think there's any value in religion? Yeah, there may be a few people that were discouraged from... I don't think humans are crappy enough to require a reward for being not a killer.